My name is Aaron. I feel alone. I am angry all the time. No one really knows me. No one knows me.
Children like Aaron have complicated needs. He does not control his emotions, fights with peers, runs away from home. He assaulted his teacher and was suspended from school. When he can get alcohol, he drinks.
Aaron is an example of a child with multiple needs. No single public system is going to be able to handle all the stressors he has going on in his life. These are the kids who can fall through the cracks because their needs are so intense. The situations might require a creative approach using the expertise of different professionals. Aaron is why the Service Coordination Team exists.
The Service Coordination Team is a group of caring professionals representing all of the public systems that work with kids. They act as liaisons, connectors, to services, resources, ideas, or other things a family might need. Their team exists to keep children and families who are involved in multiple systems or who have many different needs from falling through the cracks.
A child can come to the attention of the Service Coordination Team in many different ways. It might be a situation where a child ends up in a local psychiatric hospital because of a behavioral outburst or mental health challenge, and the hospital talks to us about alternative techniques that might work best for that child. It might be that the child's school is trying to handle daily challenges with a student and recommends to a parent that they contact us for advice on where to look for resources. Or it could be that local professionals have already started working together to help this child because they noticed that the family was accessing many different public resources or was enrolled in various systems like juvenile justice, child welfare, or mental health. To better coordinate the child's care, the family and professionals formed a team, made a plan, and are working together. Even in those situations, some kids are going to need additional help.
The Service Coordination Team is ready to assist families and professionals when they hit a barrier that might slow their progress toward a stable, productive future.
I got sent to a counselor to see if he could sort my issues out. But he saw that I was already involved in the juvenile court. I've been through a whole list of other treatments. Anything he was going to suggest, I already tried, and I was tired of it. I just keep getting so mad at everything in my life. The counselor said it might be time for me, my mom, my brother to get some new ideas. So I needed to get it together, and my family needed advice. We contacted the Service Coordination Team for help.
The Service Coordination Team can help find solutions to intake, eligibility, or funding barriers. They help families and professionals brainstorm and think creatively about how to solve their challenges.
I used to get busted in school for drawing pictures in my books and my notebooks when I wasn't just totally kicked out of class. My family decided to use art therapy to help handle my problems. Art is something I'm good at. I got people looking out for me. We're working together. They know me, what works for me and what doesn't. It's awesome. We make a plan. Part of it's to do my art therapy. But this is life. Not everything goes the right way. My people are doing everything they can to get services for me. My mom is calling 1 million people, getting a runaround. We can't get what we need. This is another time we can call Service Coordination Team. They know pretty much everybody who has services for kids. They will find a number to help you out.
You can think of the Service Coordination Team as a booster for families receiving public services. When a family needs a boost, extra help, or resource to keep moving in a positive direction, one or more of us can drop in to help. We don't stay with the family long term. We help when a family gets stuck. Then the family and their service providers can continue successfully on their own. Every situation and problem is different, so we get calls for a lot of different reasons. We might get a call from a family or treatment team that is trying to plan for a young person who has been in the custody of child welfare. The family is looking for ways to make sure the child can transition successfully to life on their own as an adult, and they want to make sure they're not missing any resource that might help. The same might be true for a family with a child receiving services for a developmental disability. That young person might be close to an adult and needs to help planning for independent living. Or a family may be experiencing conflict with the child's school and needs to know the right person to talk to, so they call us for advice. Or like what happened to Aaron, a parent may need denied a service or can't find a service that what they know will help. We offer tips for those situations too.
Contact the service coordination team if you're not sure what the next step is or who to contact to assist your family. You need help determining the direction of treatment. You need more information about available resources and supports. Or your youth is involved in multiple systems like mental health or juvenile court, or might need multiple system involvement, and you want to learn about treatment options. Or you or the family are involved in a county agency and are having difficulty navigating the system. You need help exploring funding opportunities for care, or options like wraparound care, or short-term residential placements. You can also contact the service coordination team for general information on a county agency, available services and supports, a referral process, or how to connect to another public system.
If you do call us, typically one of three things is going to happen. We might realize that all you need is the right phone number. We'll give you a referral to an agency or community service that will help you. Or, after talking to you, we might connect you to a specific liaison. Rather than getting you involved with a whole team of people or multiple resources, we'll suggest that one of our liaisons spend some time with you, help you address whatever obstacles are in your way, and then keep tabs on how you are progressing for a short time. Another response might be to do a full team meeting. That means that we gather together everyone who needs to be involved, and we focus on ways to get your needs met in your community and in your home.
A team meeting usually takes place in a community center or agency where the family feels comfortable, and that can accommodate a large group of people. Members of the service coordination team will invite people who they think can help. The full team meeting might include various family members, one or more members of the service coordination team, representing different public systems like a child welfare, mental health, or juvenile court. Service providers who can have worked with the family, like therapists, representatives from the child's school, church, or other programs, and any other expert they think could help in the process. A family probably will see both familiar and unfamiliar faces at the team meeting. During a meeting, team members will ask each other a lot of questions and talk about various options. An interaction at a full team meeting could sound like this.
Could you tell us more about Aaron's challenges?
I think the hardest thing right now is that he's getting so aggressive. He's really struggling with his behavior at school. He's getting hostile with his teachers and classmates, and he had assault charges from an incident on school property. His friendships have fallen apart.
Which isn't such a bad thing. He chose friends badly. Kids doing drugs and standing on the street corner.
He is diagnosed with mood disorder, conduct disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, so daily functioning is hard for him.
I called the service coordination team together because frankly we're stuck. We've tried every option we can think of and that my colleagues and my supervisor can think of to help Aaron and his family. We need ideas about other resources or options that we can try.
His outbursts at home have become unpredictable and more severe. He has caused physical harm that required medical attention to his siblings.
It sounds like Aaron is struggling in several areas of his life: his home, school, and community. That level of need is what usually gets our team involved. What solutions have you tried so far?
Wasn't he out of school for a long stretch this year? For some kind of treatment?
Yes, he's actually been hospitalized more than once for psychiatric treatment in the last 6 months. We have tried various combinations of counseling and medication. I brought a list of the treatments actually for everyone to look at.
We've decided that admitting Aaron to a residential care facility is not the right option. But the priority will be to develop a plan that will allow the family to feel safe with Aaron in their home.
Residential placements at a facility that provides 24-hour-a-day supervision of a child and addresses a variety of special needs situations are a good option for some families. But placements are very expensive, and insurance only covers a portion of the cost. And depending on what's happening with a child, a placement may not be necessary because challenges can be addressed successfully at home.
Though, to be honest, I'm at the point where I feel like I can't do this. I can't handle him. I need help.
We tried to help him as much as we could.
And his behavior at school is not only impacting his academics. If the aggression continues, it could lead to expulsion.
Let's think creatively about what your whole family needs. You, your other children, Aaron, the grandparents. We might come up with some options that you didn't know about. That's one of the advantages of the service coordination team. We work across all systems and neighborhoods, so we know what's out there. We can also navigate through the necessary policies and procedures of each system and develop creative plans to address your child's needs.
Keep in mind, we can always come up with some options now and try them for a month or two. If the approaches aren't working the way the family would like, we can get together again to look at more intensive options.
Working each week with Aaron and the rest of the family, I've noticed some techniques that work more than others. Maybe we can expand on those.
To recap, when you contact the service coordination team, you're probably going to get one of 3 responses, with a team meeting or meetings being the highest level of intervention.
It's all about knowing what's out there, how to connect to it, and getting new ideas or resources when the usual approaches are not working well. It's really as easy as a phone call. I can call to talk about whether or not service coordination is right for me.